Hello everybody, thank you guys for joining me today. I am Jim Coppinger, the technical principal here at ZenTek Consultants, and I want to welcome you guys to yet another installment of our From Chaos to Control ZenTek Simplifying Construction Management series. The way that this series works is we tend to do kind of two sets of videos. We do one that we call our how-to, where we explain a topic, and then we do a second video, which is what we're going to do here today, which is really kind of a practical demonstration or at least a show on how to use those concepts in the real world. And if you look down below the video, you'll see a link to the first how-to video in this section, which is about how to plan health, safety, and compliance controls, right, in your pre-construction phase and get ready for that. And today we're really going to talk about how do we actually use and apply those concepts in a real-world environment. And I'm going to be using SiteDocs as my example program today to kind of show you guys how we can get through and handle all of this. All right. So just kind of to recap a little bit on the planning, health, and safety compliance controls. A big problem that people run into is the physical filling out of forms, whether it's having to get guys in the field to sign off on paper documents and with the mud and the rain and the snow. And we go into a lot of detail on that. Or even if you're trying to handle it using emails and Excel documents, that stuff doesn't translate well to the field, right? Whereas a program like SiteDocs, it's really been designed to make it easy to get all of the form information that you need, all of the safety features that you need, all of the toolbox talks, and all of the compliance and certification issues that you legally have to address on every one of your jobs in an environment, whether it's on a mobile phone or on a tablet, right, that your field people will work. And I'm going to kind of show this today in SiteDocs, and I'm going to break it into two parts. I'm going to show you guys basically what the field people would see and how they would work. Then I'll show you the back end where you can set up and configure the forms and the features and the tools that you need them to have. All right, so that's kind of what we're going to get into here today. So a really important part of dealing with health, safety, compliance systems like this, or HSC, it's easier, I'll say that throughout the rest of the thing. That's what I mean, health, safety, compliance, HSC. When you're dealing with a digital program like SiteDocs or any other one, it's about simplicity. You want to make sure that your field users can get in and get to the right project, right location, everything they need. So when you first log into a system like SiteDocs, the very first thing people do is they pick which job they're working on today. You can have them assigned to 5, 10, 20, 100 jobs, doesn't matter. They pick the one that they want, right? So, in today's example, we're working on Eagle Ridge Estates. And it shows us all of our, forms and certification type things that we have to deal with today, ones that are upcoming in the next week, month, 2 months. And all of those forms can be assigned by supervisors, right? And that's great for your employees who log in and have their own process and ways to do things, to know what they have to sign on any given date and time. One of the other things I really like about SiteDocs is it also gives you the ability to have subcontractors who don't necessarily have SiteDocs themselves. They don't want to download apps and build logins and have your backend guys. You don't have to do any of that. What's great about this is that you can actually have SiteDocs just print out for you on a sheet of paper a QR code. So when the guys walk in with their mobile, they can just snap the QR code and it will bring them up to this page where it's like, here are all the forms that you, Mr. Subcontractor, need to fill out, right? Whether it's, your licensing, your certification, your basic safety controls, you had your safety preview, you got all your PPE in here, right? Whatever you need them to do. And literally all they have to do is put in an email address. That's it. And then it'll take them right to here and they can fill everything else out. All right. So the other thing I want to show you here is how easy it is to actually go in and actively fill out and find a form. All right. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to go over here to the Forms tab. All right. And on the Forms tab, we're going to, you'll see that there's a list of different daily forms, equipment inspections, so on. But we can also search for a form, right? I can use the search button up here, all right, to go in. I'm going to search for, hazard assessment form, right? And this is where, you can go ahead and say, look, I need to create a new one for this site, right? And from here, it's just about clicking over into it and starting to fill it out. And you'll have all kinds of different fields. And what's really nice about this, right, before we get too far into this, is that this is totally customizable. The forms, the systems, the processes that you guys are already using Even if you've got paper forms that you drew years ago, they can be recreated and built this way very, very quickly, very, very easily into a digital system like this. So that when we start to work with different things like text-based labels, right? We can pick the workers. So if you're doing a form where you have 3 or 4 or 5 people, or if it's toolbox talk, right? You sit down and read out the form, and everybody has to sign off that you did it. And listen to it. You can put in the address, emergency phone numbers, and contacts. Whole bunch of different features, forms, and functions that you can build into these forms, even to the point you can see that we've got things like cameras and flags, right? That we're working with, that we can use to really, really simplify the data entry process and support whatever issues or concerns we run up against. All right, so let's just go ahead now and just fill out this form, start putting in all different information. So you can just go in, put in your label, right? You can type in whatever you need. And what's great with that, you can also do like a speech to text kind of thing off of your iPad or your mobile phone. Makes it a lot easier, when it's snowing. All right, you see that we can go in and we can select the workers, right, under the general information here. I can type out the address, right, where I'm working. I can put in emergency phone number, contacts, right, all the different things to work with, right? I can go in and say, what was the start time, right? How many are there subcontractors on site? What's the work location down here, right? I can even go down in the work location and I can add a pin, so I get the actual Google Maps, lat and longitude, and I know exactly where I was when I filled this. I can have links to a map or a PDF that shows the site, right? And then I can get here into actually working with the hazard assessment itself, right? And you can say, hey, what's the problem, right? I had a body position and it's a moderate. I just kind of go through the list here, right? Is it flagged for corrective action, right? Whatever I need to do, right? And then I can go in and I can actually repeat that section. So if I got multiple hazard issues that I've inspected, right? Things that are a problem for me out on the site, I can just go in, repeat the section, right? And then just continue on with another hazard that I saw, right? And in this one, I had a falling hazard, right? So we had a bad, harness or something, right? Something was problematic here, right? So there you go. You see, I checked for the harness inspection. Now I've got a kind of a pre-done PDF that shows the harness and where it should be slotted, right? And now I can go in, I can draw on it and say, hey, here's where the problem is. It's with my D-ring in the back, right? It's torn, it's busted up. I've got an issue, right? And then I can go in and I can add photos of the actual safety harness, right? So I can just go in and click, I add the photo in, right? And then when you open it up, you can zoom in and see that, hey, you know what? There's definitely a problem over here, right? All of the issues, all the concerns, what it is, the harness is tearing, it's bad, I need it replaced. And, I can just go ahead then and I can sign off on these, right? Or, I can even add other people. So I can just add in my signature, right? And then I can add other people's requests, or excuse me, I can request other people to sign off is what I'm trying to say. So that if I got to have a boss approve the purchase of a new harness or whatever it might be, right? And I just can request additional signatures, right? And we're all set, we're all good, ready to go, right? And we just click it on and then other people can come in and sign off. We can set a due date, we can set a due time, and on and on and on. There's a lot of features and functions that we can work with there. So one other area that I'm going to kind of go through here is that just the basic concept of what SiteDocs refers to as resources or predefined PDFs, features, forms, functions, things that have to be read, assured, right? Standard toolbox talks, safety contingency plans that everybody has to be notified of, read through, and sign off on approval. And you see here, I can go pull up, a toolbox talk. I can read it. I can zoom in and out. I can go ahead and read it out to people, and then I can go ahead and just sign off and say, yeah, I read it, I certify, I understand what this particular issue is. All right, and if I need to go in, right, I can choose multiple people. So if I'm reading that, to 3 or 4 or 5 different people, right, I can request signatures for, the entire crew to say, yes, we read this out, everybody heard and certified, and we all signed off on this issue, and that gets set and submitted and sent back to, the central office, right, for administration, and we've got verification that everybody sat through and listened to the full toolbox talk on how to use anchors. Right? That's the stuff that really helps automate and simplify this, right? As opposed to trying to do that and then putting together 12 different forms and carrying paper out 12 stories up to figure out how to do all of this. That's where the digital modification structures come in. All right? And the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of skip out of this and we're going to go and we're going to take a look at kind of the back end. How did we set up these forms? How did we build them? And how do we know, right, in kind of a reporting cumulative data process, How do we know what's been signed, what's been approved, what hasn't, what's outstanding, right? That's what I'm going to jump over to here next. All right, so I made a little bit of a graphic jump here over to really what we call the monitor in SiteDocs. It's really the back-end administrators panel, right, where we can go in and we can really start to see, right, all the assembled information across all of our jobs, all of our personnel, all of our subcontractors. And in the monitor, you see it's very easy to go in, right? I can schedule forms from here. I can check, what tech box talks have been done, weekly hazards, right? I've got equipment reports, location, incident reports, follow-up forms, all my contractor licensing and certification issues, right? I've got any compliance reports. I've got access for every single job to every bit of HSC documentation that I could ever possibly need. And it's really, really simple to go in. And you see over here on the side, I can actively sort and filter and search for the different types of tools and features and things that are going on, right, inside of SiteDocs. So you can see I've got a summary right now. I'm looking at the last 30 days, right, what forms have been done and completed, which ones are outstanding, have they signed, are they not signed, and I can even go forward and I can search with this kind of structure, right? I can easily go up to the search bar up on the top, and if I'm looking for a specific form, right, or a specific type of form or a specific employee, it doesn't really matter. I can go in here and I can just type in whatever I need, right? So I'm looking for anything that's, a danger, right? So here we go. We got, a danger at work, toolbox talk, right, that we can search for, right? Very, very simple to do, right? The other thing that I can do here is that I can go in from the top right up here, right, where you see the yellow marker. I can go in and I can actually schedule a form that I require other people to fill out on the specific job, right? Just by clicking on the schedule a form button, right, I'll be able to just go ahead and choose, what the, what am I trying to say? I can choose what the workers need to fill out, what jobs it needs to go to, right? And I can do it in either of those locations, right? Either from over here on the schedule forms, or I can come over here and do the schedule forms over here, right? And then I can get into, all the different documentation and structures, right, that I need, right, in terms of monitor view and different notifications. So, one of the things that's also really, really nice here in terms of the notifications and monitoring, right, is that I can actually go in and I can build and customize out my own views, right? So I can create different views that are custom to me, and I can add views, right? You see down here, I'm going to add a view, right? And then I can easily pick either some predefined structures and templated views, or even kind of build out my own, right? So, I don't want to go too deep into the back end of this, and this isn't a software summary. I just wanted to give you guys an idea. But what's important here is that you have this ability with SiteDocs and other ones that are out there on the market. So this isn't just specific to SiteDocs, but the idea that we completely eliminate paper processes, we completely eliminate email chains and emails getting lost, and reports that aren't done, or forgetting when reports need to be done, or scrambling at the last minute trying to find licensing and documentation, and is this guy crane operator certified, does he have his license, is it up to date? All of those things that take up so much of our time and cause us so much aggravation can all be automated to the field, and then it can all be summarized and built into very easy to find, easy to summarize reports in Office, right? That you can just go in and get, and you can print these out and you can do full summaries. So if you get, God forbid, into any kind of legal action and questions are arising, right, where you can easily summarize every single safety step that was taken on a job, right? If someone does something stupid, you say, yeah, well, we did warn him. He had the toolbox talk that morning and he did that anyway, right? Those are the things that can keep you out of any kind of legal concerns that can cost you ridiculous amounts of money and time. And that's where the HSC functionality that you get from a system like SiteDocs really comes into play. All right, so I think I'm gonna leave it there with you guys. I appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody.